guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. All Smiles Over Here. I am Sanja, like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm trying to keep you along. Y'all know if it gets good, I'm gonna do what? Keep on talking. The golden nugget today is just because blessings. Just because blessings. You're like, what are those? What are those? It's when you're going throughout your day, whether you're headed to work or you're at home cleaning up or you're at home working or you're out and about at the grocery store, no matter where you are, and you get blessed with something. You may walk upon some money, or you may get something that you were not expecting it. You weren't looking for it. This is not one of your requests that you've been pulling in on manifestation. You haven't been putting work on any of this, but you get blessed for that day, right? That's what I call just because blessings. Sources say, you know what, I'm gonna do this for you just because. Just because you've been having that positive thinking. Just because you've been thinking possible. Just because you've been keeping a smile on your face. Just because you've been so great and being grateful. You get what I'm saying? It's those just because blessings that come along that just put a smile on your face, right? And what made me think of this is that I went to my vase. Y'all know about the vase I told you guys about, that you write down the manifestations that you are going to receive, right? Write them down on a small little piece of papers or what have you. Put them in the vase, and then when you get up in the morning, you shake them up. Mind you, everything in that vase is coming to fruition. Those are all manifestations that are going to come into your fruition. You're going to receive those in, right? So what you do every morning to get that positive feeling, that energy flowing, the vibration flowing, you shake it up every single day. You shake it up every single day. You put your hand in it, and whatever your hand pulls out, it could be one, it could be two, it could be more than one. You pull it out, and when you pull it out, you see it, you rejoice, because you're not trying to pick out which one. All of them you're going to receive, but you pick them up and da-da-da. And I decided to put in some blank ones, because those, I was like, you know what? These are things that I wasn't expecting, but I'm going to get. And today, this morning, I go to it and I pulled out some other things. And I was like, ooh, I got that. I'm getting that. Yes, I am. Woo, woo, woo. Right? And then I came across one that was blank, and I really got excited. I said, oh, this just because. Thank you so much, because this is going to be a blessing that I wasn't even expecting. It's just going to come out of nowhere. And I'm so grateful for that. So listen, those just because blessings are so awesome. Trust me, they're awesome. I know you've got some just because blessings before where you weren't expecting something. Somebody just walked up to you and said, hey, listen, I've been watching you, and I want to do this for you, and I want to get this for you, and I want to, we have a position open, and I thought about you. Are you interested in it? I know you already have a job, but are you interested in it? And that person have no idea that you've been contemplating and leaving the job that you were actually on, right? That's a just because blessing, because you hadn't talked to nobody about it. You mentioned it to Source every once in a while, but you didn't put in a request that you wouldn't change jobs. But Source says, you know what, just because you trust me like that, just because you love me like that, just because you stay aligned and connected to me just like that, I'm going to give you a just because blessing on today. That's what I want to tell y'all. Look out. Don't be expecting, because you don't know what it is. When they say watch your back, and in other words, I'm telling you to keep a smile on your face. Stay being happy. Stay being grateful. Stay being aligned and connected, so that when Source is moving in the forefront, he said, you know what, I think we need to do a just because blessing today. I think you do for a just because blessing, because that's exactly what he does. Sometimes we call them miracles, because 9 times out of 10 people aren't expecting things. They call them miracles. And a lot of times people call them miracles because it's like every blue moon in a person's season. But I'm here to tell you also that you see miracles every single day. It's just that because we've seen certain things a lot of times, like a flower blooming, that's a miracle. You waking up this morning, that's a miracle. Sometimes we forget the little small things. I told you, don't omit or ignore the small changes in your life. The little small things, all those are miracles. Matter of fact, that's the way you see a flower blooming, you just walk past and like, oh, that's ordinary. That's how you should think of miracles every single day. Miracles should be coming into your life of things that you say, you know what, miracles of the impossible, what have you. It should be happening in your life all the time, to where you no longer call them miracles, right? So these are our just because blessings. So y'all, I don't know, some of you guys may have gotten a just because blessing. You're like, you know, I got one of those today. To me, it almost feels like when I'm in the kitchen cooking or doing some things around the house, and my husband comes home and he has some tulips for me. I'm like, oh man, I didn't know he was going to bring them. Sometimes my husband brings flowers, but not all the time, you know, because y'all know how flowers are. Sometimes they die and they're a hassle. I remember when we were younger, I used to get flowers every single week. But my husband, he brings other things. He brings stuff that he know I'll like. Say for instance, like food or chocolate or jewelry or things like that. He does other things besides flower, but every once in a while, he'll come in and he'll bring these exotic flowers or plants for me, and I'll get so excited. And it's just because I was not expecting it, I wasn't asking for it, it was just because. So listen, y'all, I'm already at 5 minutes, almost at 6 minutes, but that's what I want to get on here and talk to you guys about. Just because blessings. Continue being grateful. Continue staying aligned and connected. Continue thinking positive. Continue thinking possible, because when Source understands and sees that, when I say understands, that means he is noticing that you are staying faithful at that thing, right? And when you stand faithful at that thing, that means that he's automatically at the forefront of your life. And then that's when those just because blessings come. Keep a smile on your face. Continue thinking positive. Continue to surround yourself around positive things. Watch what you watch. Hear things that you're supposed to hear. In other words, make sure you're surrounding yourself around things that's going to continue to promote you in being positive and thinking possible, okay? Because I'm telling you, when you get a just because blessing, man, it is like you playing bingo and you go, ah, bingo, ah. It's like one of those feelings. It really is. It's just, and you feel, it's like sentimental. It's just like, you know what? My mom used to always sing a song. This is the only part I can hear in my head right now. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Mama, you remember that? You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. I'll say it again. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Y'all, I don't know if my mom wrote that or not. Mama, if you wrote it, I'm just going to say she wrote it. So y'all listen, okay? She got some more words to go to that. But that's what my mom used to always say. And I know now, I'm about to get teary-eyed, you guys. Because I'm thinking about whenever my mom was singing that. Whoo! Breathe, girl. Whenever my mom used to sing that song when we were growing up, me being an adult, which means I haven't heard this song. I haven't heard my mom singing that song in a long time. And that just came to me. It just came to my head and I'm getting teary-eyed. Oh my goodness. But my mom would sing that song throughout the house. And I kind of understood what she was talking about. I kind of understood it. You know, I was young. But now talking to you guys about these just because blessings lets me know that every time, OMG, every time my mom would sing that, you didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Oh, means that Source, God, had just given her a just because blessing. And he didn't have to do it. He didn't have to do any of that. He didn't have to do it. But my mom would say, oh, but I'm glad you did. You didn't have to do, you know how somebody does a favor for you, you say, oh, you didn't have to do that, but you're not giving it back to them. You're not giving it back. So you didn't have to do that. You say, oh, you didn't have to do it, but you're holding it close to your heart. And that's how my mom, oh my goodness, that's my mom used to sing around the house. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Y'all should sing that song. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Just think about everything that Source has done in your life that you know you didn't ask for that thing. You know you didn't put in that request, right? And that feeling is, you didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. My mom would sing that song over and over around the house, you guys. And I'm quite sure she still does. But the fact that I was talking to you guys about just because blessings. And then I hear my mom's voice. I'm going to have to call her after this. I hear my mom's voice singing that in my head while I'm talking to you about it. Oh, listen. Today is an awesome day. Every day is an awesome day. I'm just telling you, you can't ever be ready. You can't ever get prepared for a just because blessing. There's no way you can prepare for a just because blessing because it just pops up in your life like that. So as you're going around, I don't care how you woke up this morning. I don't care what news you heard before you saw me today. I don't care what kind of funk, quote unquote, that you were in, that falsehood of feelings that you were in this morning. But listen, let me tell you this. Source will come through with a just because blessing for you. Today, tomorrow, the next day, every day of your life. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, and you'll be in that mode, that mood, that atmosphere of what my mom sings around the house all the time. And that is, you didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Say it with me one more time. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Put the candles up. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. But that is what I'm here to tell y'all about. Mama, thank you so much for singing that song. While we were growing up. And Pops, put some guitar music to that. Y'all know my Pops, he plays guitar and he be tearing it down. Y'all know we got him a strap for his guitar and he got his name on it. Oh my goodness. Y'all, he be Jimi Hendrix in the church. Right? But y'all listen, my mom used to sing that song over and over and over and over. And now just by talking to you guys about it, I got teary-eyed for it. I know I didn't have any tears streaming, but I was trying to hold back. Y'all know I done applied my makeup and everything. I didn't want anything to come off. But y'all, it was awesome. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. And I'm so grateful for this golden nugget. I had no idea that song was going to come to my head. But the thing is, it was a blessing. It was a blessing for me just to hear that and correlating when my mom would sing that song to applying it to right now of me talking to you guys about just because blessings. So listen, I'm right at almost 13 minutes. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me with All Smiles Over Here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hardly ever say that. I know you guys are going to do it if you're watching it. If you are watching it, spread it with your friends. Share the video with everybody. Because listen, if it's blessing you and it's helping you throughout your day, in your life, in any kind of way, share with your family and friends. And share with a stranger. If you see somebody having a bad day, share. If you think that this golden nugget is going to help them, share that, okay? Y'all listen, thanks again. Thanks so much again. Listen, remember, just because blessings, remember, you can't prepare for those. There's no way you can prep for those. Source just drops them down on you. You're like, for me? And that song rings in your head. You didn't have to do it. Oh, but I'm glad you did. Listen again, thanks so much for tuning in with me. If you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Pops, don't forget, put some guitar to that now. Put some guitar to that music, okay? And thanks, Mama, again for singing that song around the house all those many times, okay? But y'all, I'm gonna go on that note. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.